Hello everybody, welcome to Country Girl with Kathy Jarvis. And we've gotten through Thanksgiving and now we're on the home stretch for Christmas. And that means we're going to be baking cookies and baking cakes and going to parties and Christmas shopping. What I like to do is I like to give useful things that people can really use. And today I'm going to show you 10 things that most gardeners would really love to have. And the first thing on the list is a sun hat. A sun hat has a big broad rim to it to help keep the sun off your head. And they're usually made out of straw, which can breathe a lot. You can also get the ones that have straps under them and that reflect the sun and cool. So you look around, you can find some nice little sun hats for your gardener. Another thing most gardeners love are these baskets. I simply love going out into the garden with my basket and putting all the harvest in here and carrying it to the house. It's so much easier, and it allows water to go through, so you can actually spray the plants off before you bring them into the house. So a little basket for them to carry their good fruits and vegetables back to the house with is wonderful. Another thing, gardeners are forever watering their garden. It means they're carrying hoses in and out. And what I found very helpful were these quick release hose connectors. You put one on the faucet, you put one on the hose, and when you're ready to disconnect your hose, you just push it and pull it and you're done. Very, very helpful. Another thing that all gardeners love is gardening gloves. The more the merrier. I go through gloves like this, sometimes 2 or 3 a day if the ground happens to be wet. So a good supply of gardening gloves is absolutely wonderful. Another thing all gardeners like is a big tub. You can take this when you're weeding, you can throw all the weeds in it, and then just take, when it's full, pick it up, take it to the compost bin, dump it out, and you don't have to worry about it. And if you're going to be wanting to keep your tools handy, you can put your tools in it so they're ready to go out to the garden bin. You got all your tools here, you got your bucket for the compost. When you're done, put all your tools back in and take it and put it in the garden shed. Easy peasy. Another good idea, talking about garden shed, is to have a whiteout board. Put this on your garden shed, and that way they can keep track of what they need to do. Like if they want to make sure they fertilize on certain days, they can divide it up among the weeks, like Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, and they can put on here what they want to do each day. Or they can also make notes as what they planted that they need to put into their journal, but they don't have the journal out with them. Make notes on here and then just wipe it clean once you transfer those notes to the journal. Very, very handy. Another thing gardeners use are knee pads. Now these don't last a long time, so if you get a few of these for them, they will really appreciate it on their knees. I have one for the house garden, I have one for the shade garden, I have one for the greenhouse, and one for the main garden. That's how much I like them. And they do get muddy, so therefore it's good to have more than one. So if one gets dirty and you don't have time to clean it, which you should always clean your tools when you're done, but I understand how gardening goes. Sometimes you'll be out there working and you realize it's late and you go, oh my gosh, I gotta go in and fix supper, and you don't get back out to clean the tools until the next day. But so have a couple of these on hand is wonderful. Another good thing to have is flower pots. Now I love these. My son got these for me and I think they're adorable. You can put the water in the bottom, the plant goes here, so they're self-watering, which makes it really nice. They also light up. I don't know if you can see that. And you can't see it out here with the lights on. But they're called Luma pots. And I really love the fact that I don't have to water them every day. So if you have flower pots, flowers on your patio and stuff, you can put them in these, light them up during the night when you're out there, and they're really, really pretty. All gardeners love tools. And this is one of my favorite ones. It's got a cultivator on one side and a hoe on the other. And it's really heavy duty. Now, I had my mom's old one, but only this part was working. This part had gotten destroyed before I ever got it. That's the way I found it in her old shed after she passed. I just found this part. And I used it, and you could tell where it had this part because it had broken off. And I decided I really wanted a complete one. So this is actually my Christmas present this year. He told me I could use it to do this demonstration. So it'll go back into his pile of Christmas presents for me that I'm not supposed to know about. You know how that goes if you're married. Okay, the 10th item is one I absolutely love, and that is the seed storage kit. This is nothing more than a photo album, but it's got different multicolors inside of it. You can see that. They're different colors, and you just label what each one is. The colors give me a clue because I put all my red vegetables in the red, like the beets and the radishes, and the green has the lettuce and the peas and the green beans, stuff like that. Orange has the pumpkins. So I kind of organized them that way, plus I also put on here labels what each one was. But this has been wonderful. It keeps all the seeds safe from any mice or water. You can easily store it on the shelf. You don't have to worry about getting wet. You can store it in your garden shed, or you can store it in your house on a shelf, wherever you want to store it, because it's nice and neat. It's not a whole bunch of seeds in a basket, which was what some of us had, and which I had at one time. So that's 10 little gifts, ideals that you can use for your gardening friends. If you have any ideals of what you think gardeners need or what you want for Christmas, put them in the comment below so I can read them, because it might be something I need too. So if you enjoyed this, if you learned anything that helps you at all with your Christmas shopping, give it a thumbs up and subscribe to the channel. And it doesn't cost anything to subscribe. And remember, like always, dream big and follow that dream. Bye.